Sales Leaders Conference 2025. As we all know, in the fields of sales, we underpromise and we overdeliver. We have already shared some vibrant and very experienced personal connects with us. Just before we receive from our keynote speaker, we have a little more added value to give us even more substance before we exit from here. Professor Robert Hinson has joined us, and he's academically and critically acclaimed in the field, thoroughbred in the field of marketing, a distinguished academician in his own right, and he's currently the Pro Vice Chancellor of the Ghana Communication Technology University. He's been kind enough to share a few thoughts with us. He's a very vibrant speaker, but today he has promised he will do 5 minutes, and then we get it all. Please help me to welcome Professor Hinson.
Good morning. Oh, respond properly. Good morning. So I have 5 minutes. It's 12:24. I have a 1 o'clock engagement anyway, so I thank him for circumscribing what I want to say. So here's what it is. I was in Achimota School several years ago, and we read a book called Death of a Salesman, very famous book. And in that book, there was a quotation. The quotation went like this: "The only thing you have in the world is what you can sell. And the funny thing is that you are a salesperson and you never knew it." Let me repeat it. The only thing you have in the world is what you can sell. And the funny thing is that you, looking at me today, you're a salesperson and you never knew it. Sales is a life and death matter. Specialized is here. East Legon Executive Club is here. Everything in the world that works is being sold properly. So here's my proposal to you. Because I have only 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you must come to the conference. And I'll organize my thoughts around the word SALES. Nigel, does that work for you, sir? God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. So the word S for you, if you come to the conference, is that set quantifiable targets before you come to the conference. It can be in respect of the number of people you want to meet, the people in a certain industry you want to meet. Maybe you sell financial services. Go and look for the bankers in the conference. It will bring a blessing to you. So that's S. A is acquaint yourself with those who came last year, if you can find their details, and prepare to meet them again in this year's conference. Sales works when you prepare well. You know, from 1998 to 2003, I worked for Ghana's best advertising agency, originator at the time. I worked on 60 brands before I joined the university in 2003. So I did Canon, Acer, Symantec, APC, I did Peugeot, I did Mercedes-Benz, I did Space Phone, I did Steers. And before we went for any pitch, sir, we used to prepare like we're going to war. So, Dr. Macaulay, I salute you, sir. Business is war. Sir, we used to prepare and prepare and prepare. In the 5 years I did the agency work, we lost only one pitch in 1998. $250,000 account, GSMF International, insecticide-treated mosquito net. After that pitch, we never lost. Societe Generale, we won. Space Phone, we won. As for Ash Foam and Duraplast, it was a given. Steers, we won. Aganzi condoms, it was a given. Bazooka condoms, it worked very well. Everything we pitched for, we won because sales is war. So please, acquaint yourself before you come. L means learn to absorb everything you can find, even though it may seem insignificant. So one thing I do a lot is that anytime I'm here, so what secondary school were you in? People think I'm fooling. I'm not fooling. By the time I know you went to Presec, and I meet Reverend Marco who went to Presec, I might need something from him, and because I know you, Reverend Marco will help me. It is what it is. So there are things that, but in sales, everything matters. When I entered, they said, why is that? I'm sitting here, okay. So when I did a scout table 3, okay. Then I checked that, I know where everybody is right now. If I need something, I know what to do. So learn what is significant and insignificant because they all bring a blessing. The next one is E. When you come to this conference, engage your seniors, engage those below you, and engage those who are peer-to-peer. So Dr. Juma is sitting there smiling. He is my PhD student. David, I met in Zimbabwe 3-4 years ago at the African Marketing Confederation Conference. When I met David, he took me to the second African Marketing Confederation in Entebbe. From that conference, the Ugandans invited me to come and give a keynote. When I went to Zimbabwe the next time to give a Super Brands keynote, they invited me again to come to Zimswitch. Zimswitch, after that, they invited me to come to it. Everybody you meet, connect with them, because the blessing is in the connection. Are you with me, sir? The last one is S. Please, when you come to the conference, seek new knowledge as if it's a life and death matter. The Bible says that the deer panteth for the water. So when you go with muted appetites, you don't eat a lot. When you go like you fasted for 3 weeks, anything you find, you collect it because you need new knowledge. So I want to close on that point. If you come to this conference, look for new knowledge. I wrote a book in 2019 with Professor Ko called Sales Management, a Primer for Frontier Markets. If you want to understand how sales is done properly in Africa, go to Amazon, order a copy, the blessing will come. Sales Management, a Primer for Frontier Markets. On that note, I want to endorse this conference. I'm running to my meeting. Enjoy yourself. Bye.
That is Professor Robert Hinson. Thank you very, very much for sharing your thoughts with us. And so, ladies and gentlemen, to give us a befitting climax to our formal engagement this morning as we execute the grand official launch of the second edition of the National Sales Leaders Conference, it's time to hear from our keynote speaker. Dr. Ernest Ofori-Sarpong is a distinguished business leader and entrepreneur with a rich background in Ghana's SME industry. He founded the Special Investments Limited, Special Ice Limited, Special Homes Limited, and is a co-founder of Best Point Savings and Loans, U2 Salt, and United Television UTV. He was conferred a doctorate of philosophy in law degree at the Berkeley University for contributing to Ghana's socio-economic development. He holds an MSc in finance and investment management from Salford University, Manchester, UK, and is a chartered accountant affiliated with the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Ghana. Dr. Ofori-Sarpong is also an honorary fellow of the Chartered Institute of Tax Law and Forensic Accountants and an honorary member of the Ghana Institute of Journalism. He is the president of the East Legon Executive Fitness Club and is also the global president of Odadie Presec Old Boys Association and the board chairman of Emmy Awards. His impact is widely recognized as an ambassador of business entrepreneurship across West Africa and beyond, and he has received numerous distinctive honors and global dignity awards for service to humanity and the United Nations, New York. His legacy is one of transformative figure in business and community leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me with a resounding round of applause to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Ernest Ofori-Sarpong, for honoring us this morning with his presence and to share his thoughts throughout his years of experience with us on this platform.
Thank you, Kabote. Anytime I go for a program and I see him or meet him as the MC, it gives you a lot of energy. He is a brother. Distinguished CEOs present here, our guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, a very good afternoon. It is a great honor to stand before you today to speak at the launch of the second edition of the National Sales Leadership Conference, NSLC Accra 2025. This event is not just another conference, it takes its path for economic growth, a platform for leadership transformation, and an opportunity to shape the future of business in Ghana, Africa, and beyond. I like what our host mentioned, Mr. Abiu, an old Presecond. He said what? Nothing happens until someone sells something. Let's give a round of applause. Yes, truly, nothing happens until someone sells something. As SMEs or multinational corporations, sales are what generates profit. Or multinational corporations, sales are what generates profit and establish lasting relationships with customers. It does not matter how innovative your product or brand or you brand your idea, you cannot sell, you cannot succeed. If you don't sell, there is no way you can succeed. A successful business stands on two strong pillars: product quality and a robust sales network. However, too often, we overlook one of the most crucial elements of a robust sales network: the power of relationships. Just like Mr. Macaulay said, you need to build relationships, irrespective of who the person is. You always have to respect your customers, no matter where they are coming from. They say customers are what? Always right. And I applaud Mr. Macaulay for that story. Her customer might have been wrong, but he took it that the customer was right, and eventually they worked together as a team. Success in business is not about the quality of the product alone, but also the network that we build, the trust we cultivate, the strategic partnership we form. Sales is not just about what you sell, but about who you know, how you nurture those connections. The business landscape continues to change in Ghana with emerging technologies. Customers are now more informed, more selective, and more demanding, while social media is one of the most significant game changers in our sales today. It is important to recognize that the future of sales is not just digital, it is relational. We must embrace social media not just as a marketing tool, but as a relationship building platform. Globally, and particularly in Ghana, businesses are built on relationships. The ability to establish strong relationships with customers is what sets successful businesses apart. Whatever you are selling, be it a car, be it a house, or specialized, it all comes down to how well you interact with your customers. Our culture values trust, personal relationships, and math of word recommendations, making relationships very important in sales. The National Sales Leaders Conference goes beyond theory. It delves into how you can take advantage of your network, harness emerging technologies, and build relationships that will propel your business to new heights. As I stand here, what have I not sold before? What have I not sold before? I've sold salt, water, underwears, belts, singlets, rice, mackerel, tin tomatoes, cooking oil. I sell insurance, pension policies. I'm happy the MD of Best Point is here. I'm into finance as well, so what do I sell? Money, or whatever it takes. I'm into media. I help people to sell their products. So indirectly, I sell virtually almost everything, and that is what sales is about. National sales, the NSLC emphasizes that for businesses to thrive in this new era, sales must be embedded at every level of this organization. Sales must be seen not as a department, but as at the very pulse of the company. Sales professionals are the direct link between businesses and customers. That's when you invest in your salespeople, you invest in the future of the organization. As leaders, we must equip, empower, and reward them for driving their vision forward. I have always believed that success in sales is less about pushing a product, but more about solving problems and creating values. And I've come to realize this through my real estate businesses. I sell houses as well. And sometimes you need to solve problems. Even after selling the houses, the after sales, how you attend to the issues that the person encountered is one key thing that will help that person to do what? Recommend you to another prospective buyer to buy a property from you. So I sell almost everything. What challenges do these customers face? How can we solve these problems whilst adding value to their life? As an accountant, I believe in what we call a SWOT, where we identify our strengths by way of how we can take advantage of what we have, how we can also identify our weaknesses and try to address those weaknesses, how we can look out for opportunities, tap into those opportunities as marketing officers and take advantage of those opportunities. And also, lastly, and that's what, how we can look at what our threats are, what can lead to our failures. It's very key in marketing. Our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our strength. The world has brought us together as one village. The current regime has now made this very easier for us to market products due to technology. And as business leaders, we must care for our employees and sales professionals. When you care for your people, they will care for your business. This is the core of leadership. It takes what NSLC represents, a space where business leaders, sales professionals, and entrepreneurs come together to learn, to grow, and to lead. We must all help train each other to be worthy brand ambassadors for our businesses. Let me also challenge you, business leaders, corporate organizations, and entrepreneurs to invest in these initiatives. Partnering and supporting NSLC 2025 is an investment in the future of our economy, the future of Africa, and the future of global business. When you invest in NSLC, you are invested in transformation. You are invested in sales culture, which in turn will transform our business and economy. Together, we have the power to nurture sales as a full potential driver of the economic development of NSLC 2025. It is not just a conference, it is a launch pad for the next generation of leaders, thinkers and doers who will shape the future of business in Ghana. I stand here as a partner and I urge you to join me in making NSLC 2025 a defining moment, a moment where we connect, where we learn and create new opportunities for the business of tomorrow. Let us take this event beyond Accra, beyond Ghana, and into the global business community, because the future belongs to those who dare to innovate, connect, and lead. The future is innovation that will bring us together and promote our businesses through marketing. Without marketing, we can't go anywhere. God bless us all. Thank you, and have a good afternoon.
And so respectfully, at this point, we would execute the formal launch for the National Sales Leaders Conference 2025. Respectfully, I'd like to invite our convener, together with Dr. Macaulay, to please join Dr. Ernesto Forisapon up on stage as we go through the formalities of declaring it launched. So Michael will join us as well. Is Ido with us?
So, esteemed guests and distinguished CEOs and colleagues, today we come together not just to launch an event, but to ignite an initiative, one that challenges us to think differently, push boundaries, and embrace new opportunities.
As we begin to embark on this journey of uncovering strategies, embracing innovation, and equipping sales leaders, we are honoring to announce the theme of this year's National Sales Leadership Conference. The theme for the National Sales Leadership Conference Accra 2025 is
as we look forward to gaining fresh insights, exploring bold ideas, and forging meaningful connections in the upcoming conference. This second edition of the National Sales Leaders Conference 2025 is officially launched, and I felt honored to be the one to do so. Thank you for being present here. National Sales Leaders Conference Accra 2025 is officially launched now.
Ladies and gentlemen, a bigger round of applause as we celebrate the official launch. And so the theme for 2024 National Sales Leaders Conference 2025, redefining sales excellence for today's dynamic market. Redefining sales excellence for today's dynamic market. Redefining sales excellence for today's dynamic market. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause respectfully as we say a very big thank you to our principals. Thank you very much, Dr. NSLC Sapon. Thank you, Dr. Macaulay. And thank you very much, Ido Enang as well. Together with our convener, Mr. Michael Abel, we're truly, truly grateful. So just before we officially wrap up and invite ourselves to enjoy lunch together as we connect and network, we want to celebrate a brief moment with our sponsors and partners. And so respectfully want to invite from Letsego, Mr. Ni Amankra Tete from Letsego to please share a few thoughts with us. He'll be followed by Mr. Kwesi Abuaje of Bayport and ultimately by Mr. Sharif Ambudu of Impact Life Insurance.
Good morning, distinguished guests, business leaders, sales professionals from all around the world. It's an honor to stand before you today at this prestigious International Sales Conference, at the gathering of the best of minds in business, innovation, and customer engagements. Many, many years ago, when I held interesting titles like Assistant Relationship Manager and Business Development Manager, I had not acquainted myself with the fact that what I really did was sales. So I did these jobs without really embracing my salesmanship. One of these days, my boss came to me and I was sharing with him that he said, we're having this conversation about sales, and he said, no, you're a salesman. And I said, well, and he says, no, are you married? Do you have children? Did you speak to your wife this morning? Yeah, you're a salesman. You sold right now. So if you have children, you're married, you must be selling. And so it just reminds me of what Professor Hinsey was talking about. There are several narratives and approaches or traditions when it comes to the art of selling. There's a hard sell where we overpower potential clients with our sales, so much so that they cower in submission and just yield as we force down their throat products. Some of them they don't necessarily need or like. And for the movie buffs, not unlike The Wolf on Wall Street. I subscribe, however, to the more wholesome narrative of selling being storytelling. Storytelling that seeks a win-win outcome. A win-win outcome or opportunity that sells ethically. And I believe this is the tradition of our convener, Michael. And this is the one he espouses, and we see it in the theme for this year's sales conference, and especially what he wants to really go out with. And so we at Letsego applaud this initiative, and we stand by it and we support it. We are here today not to just talk about sales, but to explore how businesses can shape our economies, uplift our communities, and drive financial transformation. So, sorry to subject you. It looks like myself, Akwesi, and the other gentlemen, other people standing between you and lunch. We shall try to make it very short so that you do not hang us. But allow me to make my pitch, and when I'm done, Michael and the rest of you can tell me if it's a good pitch or not. Letsego Ghana is not just another financial institution. It's a catalyst for growth. a pioneer in financial inclusion, and a leader in digital innovation. Our story is one of resilience, strategic growth, and unyielding commitment to empowering individuals and businesses across Ghana and beyond. And today I want to just invite you to see why Letsego is not just a company, but an opportunity, a win-win opportunity. In this rapidly evolving world, Letsego Ghana is positioned as a leader in innovation and customer-centric solutions and aims to drive impact-driven financial mediation. Letsego Africa is a multinational organization headquartered in Gaborone, Botswana, with a pan-African presence in 10 other countries: Eswatini, Nigeria, Kenya, Mozambique, Namibia, Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Lesotho. The Letsego brand is resilient. We believe in ownership. We thrive in diversity, and because of diversity, we believe we are curious and forward-thinking, and as Africans, we believe in Ubuntu, because we are conscious that the story of Africa must never be told without us. Letsego Ghana began as a payroll lender, and is in fact one of the leading payroll providers in Ghana, payroll lending providers in Ghana. But today we are a fintech-driven organization offering fast, secure, and convenient digital financial solutions. Our quick loan product, distributed in partnership with MTN on *170# has disbursed in the last 7 years more than 22 billion cedis to 6.9 million wallet holders since 2017. It allows customers to access instant loans of up to 4,500 cedis within 3 minutes and with ease. Over 6.9 million customers have already taken advantage of this product, and every single day we disburse more than 34,000 loans. So if you haven't tried it yet or doubt that you can get it in 3 minutes, I dare you to try it now. Our new yet-to-be-launched Quick Save product, also in partnership with MTN, will also make savings simpler, reinforcing our commitments to financial accessibility. We'll be offering the most convenient and most rewarding savings product in the market. Last year, we secured an 80 million impact funding line to expand financial support for SMEs and individuals. Our cornerstone partnership with Wahoo Mobility is revolutionizing access to financing for sustainable transport solution. Just at the end of January, we funded the purchase of more than 400 e-bikes for entrepreneurs. And because of that, we are creating a more sustainable future for Ghana, making significant strides in green energy. At Letsego, financial inclusion is not just a business strategy, it's a mission. We have re-engineered our lending approach to cater for diverse customer needs, especially for micro, small, and medium enterprises. But this is not just about Letsego. It's a theme also for all savings and loans companies under the GASAC, the Ghana Association of Savings and Loans Companies in Ghana. And it's a theme we've all adopted and will own going forward as we invest and grow the MSME sector in Ghana. We take a lot of pride in how we do credit risk assessment, and the models we adopt are world-class and insist that we must do this with the best approach so that our investors and our customers are not in any way left behind. So, Letsego Ghana is not just about selling financial products. We are selling financial empowerment to partners, to sales leaders in the room today. This is your opportunity to be part of something bigger. Letsego offers high growth, high impact business model that balances profitability with social impact and sustainability. Again, win-win outcomes. So, if you're an investor or a distributor and you're looking for a business leader and looking for strategic partnerships across Africa, last year we were recognized as Savings and Loans Company of the Year twice, an outstanding digital leader. I urge you to speak to us because Letsego Ghana is ready for that next stage of growth. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And so Michael will join us from Bayport to wrap up our engagements with our lead sponsors for this year's National Sales and Leadership Conference.
Thank you. I know a lot of us are hungry, so I won't take too much of our time. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. I am Akwesi Abwaje, and I'm speaking on behalf of Bayport Savings and Loans. So Bayport has been a trusted financial partner in Ghana for the last 21 years. We've empowered a lot of individuals, family and businesses, and we currently operate out of 7 African countries and 2 countries in Latin America. Our mission is very simple, yet very profound, to help you achieve your financial goals whilst building a secure and prosperous future. In a world of constant change and uncertainty, there's only one thing that remains clear. You need to be financially stable. And financial stability is the foundation of opportunity. Whether you are looking to buy a home, whether you are looking to grow your business, whether you are planning for retirement, the decisions that you make today will shape your life tomorrow. And that's where we come in as Bayport. At Bayport, we don't offer just savings and investments. We offer solutions tailored to your unique needs. Our commitment to innovation, transparency, and customer-centric services sets us apart. We understand that each and every one of us has a different dream, and we are here to provide you with the tools to support turn those dreams into a reality. So why should you invest with Bayport? 1, we are trusted, 21 years, the largest payroll services provider in Ghana, the 2nd largest savings and loans company, and one of the most profitable savings and loans companies in Ghana. We will provide you with really, really competitive returns, especially in our current economy where every single cedi counts. And when you invest in Bayport, you are not only investing in Bayport as a business, you are investing in the community. We have a lot of programs such as scholarships, we help hospitals, we help a lot of orphanages. So investing with us goes a long way to drive economic empowerment. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Michael and the MGA consulting team and core events team for this really incredible event and for the successful launch of the 2nd National Sales Leaders Conference. Bringing together such a dynamic group of professionals is no small feat, and your efforts are truly commendable. This conference is a testament to the power of collaboration and the importance of staying ahead in an ever-evolving landscape. Speaking of evolution, the world of sales has gone through very remarkable transformation, especially in this digital era. The rise of technology has not only changed how we connect with our customers, but also how we understand their needs and deliver value to them. At Bayport, we've embraced this shift, leveraging digital tools to enhance our services and to ensure that we remain accessible, efficient, and responsive to your needs. Ladies and gentlemen, the future belongs to those who plan for it. So whether you're an individual looking to grow your savings or investments, Bayport Savings and Loans is your partner in progress. Together, we can unlock new possibilities and create a legacy of financial success. So I invite you to take the first step. Explore what Bayport has to offer, and let us help you build a brighter tomorrow. Because at Bayport, your dreams is our business. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. We're truly grateful. And so finally, to wrap up this official and formal grand opening segment of our engagement this morning, we want to receive the official gratitude and appreciation of the event organizers and our hosts. So let me invite Mr. Claros Kofi, the lead of the core event solutions team. A round of applause to him as he joins us on stage.
Good afternoon. I've just been warned that I have 1 minute, so I will just go straight ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed CEOs, MDs, and executive directors, on behalf of the entire core event and then MGA team, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone for taking time off your busy schedules to be with us here today at the launch of the National Sales Leaders Conference, Accra 2025. Honoring our invitation It's a testament that you are the pillars of this nation's economy, driving innovation, growth, and progress, as well as your commitment to shaping the future of businesses and leadership. I would also like to extend my appreciation to our team who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the success of this event. Your dedication and hard work have paid off, and we are proud of what we've achieved together. Once again, thank you for your presence, support, and contributions. We look forward to continue this journey with you and to the successful implementation of the National Sales Leaders Conference in August this year. Please join me in a round of applause to everyone who is here today. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Clarence Kofi. We're truly grateful. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to sincerely appreciate every single one of you. At this point, we're inviting ourselves to lunch. I'd invite the photography team to please join me. We'll take a quick photograph for every table, and then immediately after that, our chaperones will direct us to enjoy lunch. Whilst we enjoy lunch during the engagement, we encourage more networking, but also very importantly, remember that one of the important values of this morning's engagement is to call you in partnership